BronxNet, we offer internships that are pretty much not offered anywhere else. Here, high school students and college students have the opportunity to use the hands-on training not offered at major networks, internships. Also, if you're in high school, then you are given the chance to produce and host your own show at Open 2.0. Here to discuss this and much more is our Youth Media Coordinator, Marisa M. Welcome to the show, Marisa.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell me, I'm one who has interned here at BronxNet. Can you tell me the significance of having this internship, not only in college, but having that foundation from high school?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, think about it. When you were in high school, did you have the opportunity to intern someplace in the field that you
Not at all.
liked, right? And what's happening is a lot of high school kids are deciding earlier that they want to go into media. A lot of the high schools have programs in place. We're training in the high schools as well as having the high school students train here on site with Open 2.0. So it's huge. It serves many purposes, not just for the on-job training or the job skill training that we provide with the hands-on equipment. And as you said in your intro, they're not going to get the hands-on anyplace else but here, because they're just not. No other facility offers what we offer here. But what's important for high school kids especially is that it helps them with their grades. It helps them stay in school. It gives them goals in terms of college. So they come here and they work with our students that are in college. They work with college graduates like yourself. So they see this hierarchy of training that has happened here at BronxNet. Not just our college people or our intermediate or advanced students like you, but they come in on the ground level and they get to see where we want them to work up to. My goal for high school kids are, you know what, you need to be doing well in school in order to be here. And I've had teachers and principals tell me that their students' grades have come up as a result. One student in particular, he wasn't in school every day. His grades were suffering as a result of our program. He was in school every day, and his grades were up. That's excellent. That's huge.
It's the little steps like that.
It's the little steps like that. So for us, we want them to be doing well in high school, but we want them to go to college. When you graduate high school, you need to go to college. Once they get into college, then it gets a little hairy because, as you know, I needed to get a job. How do I get a job without experience? How do you get experience without a job? It's that double-edged sword. So we provide experience, and I tell every student, whether you got paid for this internship or not, this goes on your resume. This is job experience, and I act as a reference for every student that walks in here. So if you apply for a job, we're going to be right behind you with letters of recommendation, with phone recommendations, anything that we can do to get you that first job, because it's really tough out there. It's really tough to get the job. So that's what makes us really important.
So as far as high school is concerned, what ages can someone who's sitting at home right now, who's interested in applying to the program, thinks they're kind of young, is there a specific age parameter to joining the Open 2.0 set?
Most of the Open 2.0 kids are in high school. They're sophomores and juniors. I have a few freshmen. We did work with a special group of intermediate aged kids. Those are a little young. Middle school kids it's a totally different kid. And they worked with one of our videographers on a special project. So we do have kids that are in middle school. But for the Open 2.0 kids, it's mostly high school kids. But again, if there's an 8th grader who thinks that he or she wants to come and join the group, we welcome them. And again, they work with our college people on the show. They work with myself and other professionals here at BronxNet. So.
Is it only open to students in the Bronx, or can other students from other boroughs apply?
We welcome other students from other boroughs. Obviously, we serve our Bronx community, so we will give our slots to our Bronx kids. We want our Bronx kids to be here. But I've had students from Yonkers, I've had students from Queens, I've had students from the other boroughs in the city, and all are welcome here at BronxNet. We welcome everybody.
Can you take me through the commitment of the program? I think it's very important when someone's doing an internship that they understand that there's specific hours that you're needed and there's that specific dedication to finishing the project.
Right. Well, you just went through our Bronx journalism workshop, so you realize what the importance of that commitment is. And we do run workshops like that where we bring in a professional reporter and videographer to work with our advanced students to really sharpen their skills on packages. But for your basic internship, it's a class. So because they're not in school, they think, okay, it's easy, I'm not in school. It's not. You need to be here at a specific time, you need to be on time, and you need to be here a certain amount of time in order to get that done. I don't like students to be here less than 2 hours. You can't really learn anything in less than 2 hours. So yes, we want you to be committed. And that's not just for your internship, that's job development training. If you show up someplace late, your employer's not going to like it. They don't want to know. They don't care about the the trains. They don't care that it was raining outside. You're expected to be on time. So we require the same commitment from our students. We treat this as a job. This is a job for you. And for those that are getting a grade, I can't give you a grade if you're not here. I've had a few students who didn't complete the hours and couldn't get a grade. Most are very successful. It's almost impossible to fail at this because once kids come through the door, they want to be here. They just want to work on the shows and the various projects that we have. But it is a level of commitment, and this is an industry that requires commitment. I said it yesterday. You be prepared to work holidays, weekends, your birthday, when there's a hurricane. Life happens 24 hours a day. Television is 24 hours a day. So you don't have the luxury of choosing when you want to work. But it is, by and large, the best industry, I think, hands down.
I think so, too. Open 2.0 was nominated for an Emmy this year. But I want to know, after that Emmy nomination, where are we going this year? What kind of programming are we looking forward to? And will we be nominated for an Emmy this year again?
Well, okay, here's the thing. The pilot episode of Open 2.0 was nominated for a New York Emmy, which was huge because it was the pilot. It was the first time we've done this, produced by high school kids in the Bronx. We had several really important guests. We had the Bronx Borough President. We had Jimmy Vacca, councilman. We had a backup singer for Alicia Keys. And we had the Bronx Chamber of Commerce president on that show. So that was huge. And everyone says that it's the nomination that you want. And it's true. Like after being nominated, it makes us feel like, hey, we're right there with everyone else. So for this season, we do have another episode that we are going to submit for the Emmys. The kids did a lot of musical performances this year. They did a lot of poetry sort of things. They talked to State Senator Gustavo Rivera. They spoke with an urban environmentalist. And one of our high schools, Truman High School, that participated in the internship, two of their students won a PSA contest at Eyewitness News. They won $12,000. So they talked to those kids and their teacher. So that's some of the programming that they've produced this year. Of course, we're going to submit for the Emmys. Of course, we want to get the nomination. Of course, we want to bring the Emmy and put it on the set here. We'll bring it on the open set and on the Open 2.0 set. But the thing that matters to me the most is that the kids take pride in what they do, that they know that they're working on a really great show that has been recognized by the industry. So whether the award comes our way or not, we've been recognized. And for us, that's huge.
Thank you, Marissa.
You're welcome.
So if someone wants to find out more information, either a high school guidance counselor, a mom or dad sitting at home, what should they do?
Contact me. They can call me here at the station. It's 718-960-8769. Go to our website, www.bronxnet.org. I'm on there. There's a big section on internships, Marisa, M-A-R-I-S-A, at bronxnet.org. Just go on the website, click on there, send me an email, and come in with your parents. In fact, I have a student with her mom in the control room right now watching the show. She came. I met her at a conference last month, and they're here taking a look at what we do. So I invite parents and teachers and students to come in, take a look at what we do, and I guarantee you're going to want to come back.
They definitely will.